Welcome to BCP Live. My microphone nearly fell off the stand. Good Tuesday evening. Let me try this again. How about this? Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. And it is going to be a good show. It really is. I promise you. And the microphone, I think, is going to stay where it's supposed to now. So if you can still hear me, that's a plus. If Mrs. Patriot is watching right now, then sometimes she would tell you that's not always a plus, and that's okay. But we'll enjoy it anyway. I have a very special guest on the show with me tonight. It's the BCP Summer Kickoff. I'm going to get this microphone where I want it eventually. It was in the right place, and then it's not anymore. I have Katie Quinn with me tonight, and we're going to get to visit in just a moment about the Magnolia Fest 2021 edition, and I am so incredibly stoked to have Katie on with me. I do want to say to everyone tonight, thank you again for tuning in. I know that tonight we are live on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. I believe we're live on Twitter. We were supposed to be. Doesn't really matter. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. That subscription is growing, and we would appreciate that. But please keep in mind, for the rest of the week when we are out and about, and we're going to be on location at Magnolia Festival, we're going to be on location at the rodeo, we're going to be on location at Pro Image. We'll talk about that a little bit more with our next guest. And we're going to be all over the place, but all of our live streams Wednesday through Saturday, I believe, are going to specifically be Facebook live streams. So please keep that in mind. We won't be live on YouTube, and we will upload all of our videos to YouTube at a later point. Now, it is a privilege to get to speak tonight with Katie Quinn from the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Katie, for coming on the show with me.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I've been wanting to get you on the show for a while, and I had the last couple of years in getting to work with the chamber in so many different aspects and getting to see all that you guys do. And I mean, I've known you for longer than just 2 years, but really the last couple of years, you guys work so hard at everything, and you do such a great job. And I'm really just thankful to get to have you on tonight. So tell us a little bit about Magnolia Festival 2021.
Well, first of all, thank you. It's been a privilege getting to work with you too. We so enjoy everything that you do for our community. And so thank you, first off. We are excited. The Magnolia Festival is back, 2021. Of course, we had to cancel in 2020. So we're excited to be back on this year, starting Thursday through Saturday. And that's it. Yeah, we're excited.
Now, listen, this is one of those things that it's bigger than what I think sometimes we even realize. And it's become a big part of our, well, it is. It's become a big part of our community for so many years now, for more than a couple of decades now. I remember going to it back when I was a younger Joey, not like a really young Joey. It hadn't been around that long, but a younger Joey. And I enjoyed it. I'll just put it this way. I had hair. So there you go. But it was outside. It was down, in downtown Durant for a while. It moved out now to where it is at the Choctaw Event Center. There are a lot of positives to that, besides just the fact that it's climate controlled. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, of course, we love it being downtown. It makes it feel like a family festival when it's downtown, but we have doubled in size since we moved it to the Choctaw Event Center. So we have more to offer the community at the property. And we're so lucky to partner with the Choctaw Nation to get to host it out there. Our carnival is double in size. Our vendors definitely are probably triple in size to what they used to be downtown. So we love it downtown, but we also love it at the Choctaw Nation.
When it comes to the carnival too, I mean, I have kids and my kids are growing up, and so they're still going to want to go take part in the things that are happening at the carnival, but being able to really just put all of it in one location. I mean, you're a mom now to know when you take your child out there, hey, it's kind of, in one spot here. It's not over here on this street and you just keep on going and there's another ride over there.
Definitely. I mean, basically all under one roof, just like you said. Our children's activities are going to be inside. Sometimes we've held them outdoors several years, but sometimes it's too hot. You could just never know what the Oklahoma weather's going to do. So we, in 2019, moved the children's activities inside. We got a great response from that. Of course, our Magnolia Theater, our entertainment is inside. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop. Of course, we do offer several activities throughout the community. The Rotary Club hosts their bike ride, and they start that at Durant High School. So that's a great event in conjunction with the Magnolia Festival. And we do host a 5K run, which that is through downtown as well. And First Texoma National Bank is super gracious in letting us use their parking lot downtown as kind of a headquarters for the run as well. And also the Magnolia Farmers Market has been a great partner with the festival as well.
One of the things that's different about this year's festival, of course, changes. We've dealt with the effects of the coronavirus and all this over the last couple of years, and it's allowed for some different things to maybe step aside for a year, something else stepping in. This year, we have the Magnolia Music Showcase, and that's going to be on Friday night and Saturday night, I believe. Can you tell us what that's all about?
So the Magnolia Music Showcase is new. It's kind of the brainchild of a couple of our committee members and chamber board members. It's kind of just like a contest. We had entries from several musicians, bands, solo artists, you name it. We had several entries. They narrowed it down to, I think, 15 or 12. I can't remember. But we have some great acts that are going to perform. We had been partnering with OSF for the past couple years to do the entertainment for the festival, which was great. And we loved getting to work with them. As you said, COVID has kind of put a damper on some of the things for the festival, but I think the Magnolia Music Showcase is going to be a great addition and something different that we haven't had in a while. So just some great acts are going to be there, and that is Friday and Saturday night from 6 to 9 each night. So you definitely want to come out. All of them will perform Friday night, and then the judges will narrow it down to I think a top 5 or so for Saturday night, and then they'll crown the winner.
Yeah, that was one of the things too. I want to make sure that we mentioned. This is an actual competition, so it's. Yes. They're competing up there.
Yes, they are, and the winner gets time in a recording studio and some great prizes. So it was a great competition. Of course, KLBC, the Buzz were super great partners in that, and they've kind of just taken this contest and ran with it. So we're really excited about it.
I am speaking tonight with Katie Quinn from the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce, and I did want to mention that too, because some people may want to know, well, where is OSF? We're used to seeing them out there, and so that's one of the. It's an adjustment, but it's one of those things that we think it's going to be really a nice adjustment. You talked about some of the kids' activities. We had the chance to get to visit with Marissa last week, talking about turtle races. That's one of those children's activities. There are others, right?
Yes, we have several children's activities that are free. And thanks to many great sponsors that have been able to contribute to make these activities free for our guests. Of course, turtle races is the big one for kids on Saturday afternoon, but pretty much the free children's activities will run on Saturday from 12 to 4. There's going to be some cornhusk dolls and some magnolia coloring. So lots of fun things for the kids to do for free. You definitely want to head out there on Saturday. And then, of course, we have something called the Fetch and Fish Dog Show, which is normally at the festival every year. And sometimes, or most of the time, they're outside, but this year they're going to be inside. So we're going to have lots of fun with them in the back too. And they do several shows. They do some fishing demos for kids. So lots of opportunities for the kiddos to enjoy some fun, neat things.
I'm going to give a shout out to Jennifer, who says, hi, Katie. Hi, Joey, tonight. So Jennifer, hi, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that as well. I think when you bring everything in, their tractor show, a tractor parade, there are going to be all kinds of events, antiques that are there, plus all the vendor booths. Let me stop there for just a moment, because I know that I'm going to be on location throughout the rest of the week out there and getting to see some of those things. You're seeing it now. You are out there today getting ready. How's everything going for I'll tell you what, as I ask that question, let me bring this up because I've had this going on the website for quite a while, but specifically it's something that I think Katie has taken to heart more than anyone else. So the number there is when the booths are actually scheduled to open on Thursday. This is a countdown to the second, Katie.
Yes.
Have you felt the pressure of that number?
We have felt the pressure for sure. You mentioned Jennifer. I was with her literally all day. We were outside at the event center getting set up. We have several vendors who are already set in there, and then we'll start it first thing in the morning, getting those vendors set up, and then through Thursday, they'll be able to get in there, get everything situated, and then we'll open at 4 on Thursday. So thanks for the reminder.
Well, I couldn't pass that up, especially to get to see that in the window and see your face with that. I wanted to ask you, do you get in there with the tape yourself? I mean, do you mark it off, or are you the person who's responsible for one by one these people get their area?
I mean, it's not just me for sure.
Okay.
Get in there. Jennifer gets in there. We all do our part, but we do have help from the Durant wrestling team. So they are wonderful volunteers that we have. We can't thank them enough. 2019 was the first year the team volunteered to help us. They stay with us throughout the weekend. They literally do whatever we need them to do. So they were out there helping us mark off the spaces. And they did a great job, and we can't do it without them, and we can't do it without any of our volunteers.
Well, I want to start to wrap up our time tonight and ask you this too. In speaking about the Magnolia Festivals, we're visiting with Katie Quinn from the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce. If you're just tuning in tonight, very thankful to get to visit with you, Katie. And I know I led with this. It's a big deal for the community, but in essence, it's a bigger deal sometimes than we realize, because this is a fundraiser for the Chamber of Commerce. This is like the big deal for the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce each year. Not having that last year, I mean, it made for, challenging times, as everyone dealt with challenging times in 2020. We all know that. But now it's back, and how big is it that our community supports something like this?
Well, it's huge. Like you said, it is our chamber. It's our only fundraiser that we have. Last year, we kind of had to get creative and think of some new ways to fundraise. Of course, our membership is a great supporter of the chamber, and we appreciate them so much, but we need more funds to operate, and that's what the Magnolia Festival is for. And without our sponsors specifically, we wouldn't be able to put this on at all. So we just thank our sponsors so much, and they are the ones who allow us to provide this festival to the community, mostly for free. Of course, there are some activities that do cost, but thank you to our sponsors is the number one thing.
Well, and I think the sponsors also thank you all, the folks of the chamber. I mean, you get Jennifer and Janet, and of course you guys do a very good job. And one of the things I've tried to say is that, look, when we're supporting our community, even though it's a chamber fundraiser, quote unquote, I'm not going to make the air quotes. I hate that. But anyway, it is a chamber fundraiser, but we're supporting our community. But in essence, we literally are supporting our community, because the chamber is going to put this right back in to Bryan County as a whole. And by the way, and I want to stop there for a moment, it is the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce. It's not just the Durant Chamber of Commerce. It is the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce. That includes Bryan County. And Katie, I've seen now in the last couple of years, I mean, there are people from across the river that are part of the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce as well. So, I mean, this has a wide scope.
Yeah, we do. We do have members in Sherman, Denison, all across the area. That is why we are the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce. But and we do. It is for our community. That's who this festival is for. We have several downtown businesses that always participate with booths out at the festival. So you will be able to shop local, as well as bringing some more variety and vendors in as well.
Well, Katie, I just want to say I appreciate having you on the broadcast tonight, and I'll ask you then, as your family is growing, I want to give a shout out to Ryan really quickly. wherever he may happen to be, Katie's husband,
Right.
who is the assistant men's basketball coach at Southeastern. And I appreciate him and all he does for our community as well. Your family is growing. Is there something specifically that you all are looking forward to doing at the Magnolia Festival?
We are looking forward to everything. So, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know that I can name one thing. I think Carter's going to be really excited about the tractors. He loves trucks and things like that, construction vehicles. So I think he's going to really like the antique tractor show.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. And we have another guest tonight. I just want to show off that we can do more than 2 windows. That's all I'm saying right now. But Katie, Quinn, thank you very much for being a part of the broadcast tonight. I will see you tomorrow and the remainder of the week, and we're going to have a good time out at Magnolia Festival. So thank you very much. You are appreciated. You probably should get some rest tonight because you may not get any for another 3 or 4 days, right?
Yes. Thank you, Joey.
All right. That is Katie Quinn from the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce. As I welcome in Daryl Holaday. And yeah, I just wanted to show that we had, we could do more than 2 windows if we wanted to. So we can have a lot of guests on the show. With this one, you can have like 10. So Daryl, if we decide we're going to do like a fantasy football draft one time and broadcast it, we could do it here. We could do Daryl Holaday from Pro Image. And Daryl, I have really enjoyed also getting to know you specifically in the last year. I know that our kids have been in band together, Durant High School Band, prior to that, but I got to meet you in seeing you open your business, and it's celebrating a 1-year anniversary. Congratulations to Pro Image here in Durant.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been really exciting. Of course, we've talked about it before. Probably couldn't have picked a worse time to open a business in the pandemic, but we've been so blessed with the community and the surrounding communities. Just the support we've received makes me feel like we've really got something special here, and we're going to be here for a while. So
now, if you don't know where Pro Image is on Washington Avenue. It's just to on the northwest cornerish area there of Washington and University. You can find it there, and it's a sports store and sports collectible store and more. And I'll let you describe it, but I'll describe it like this: it is flat out cool. Okay, if you are a sports fan and you like professional sports and you like college sports and you like team paraphernalia, this is the place for you. And I just think it's so incredibly neat that we have something like this in Bryan County, because this has been one of those things it wasn't that long ago. I mean, this is a year. That's how little time it was. But I remember thinking, if I was going to see the stuff I've seen in your store, you have to go to Kansas City, you have to go to Dallas, you have to go to OKC, you have to go places like that. We have a place like that right here in Durant. So what do you all provide for folks that may not know that much yet about this?
It's one of the things, and we're learning, as we go. I think one of the things that's really set us apart is we don't just carry Dallas Cowboys stuff. We don't just carry Texas Rangers stuff. You're going to find something for every 32 NFL teams in our store. Mm-hmm. We're working to get all the 30 baseball teams. We've got several basketball. We've got, I don't know how many dozens of colleges representative of product in our school or in our store. We carry local schools. We carry Southeastern stuff. So really it's hats, it's jerseys, it's novelty, T-shirts, cupware. So it's really the ultimate fan shop where you come in and find your team. If you can't find your team, you let me know, and we'll find something for you. We don't want fans around here. We've got Alabama fans. I know OU fans don't be booing, but we got Alabama fans. Florida International fan come in the other day, and we're able to find them stuff. So just because you have a team you like, don't think that we can't get stuff for you. So give us a chance. Come see us. So far, we're batting 1,000 on every team. So,
and he'll get to know you too, because he knows what Mrs. Patriot wants when she comes in the store. He knows to get some Chiefs stuff, and that's what he's going to have. He may not be a Chiefs fan, but he knows that's what Mrs. Patriot's going to want. I've purchased Seattle Seahawks stuff from there, of course. Now I know your wife and I don't see eye to eye on our teams there because she's a 49ers fan. But
it's a rough household.
But Daryl's gonna get to know you and be able to provide for you the whatever it is that your team. And by the way, just even today, I got some OSU swag. I needed something and got some OSU swag there. Of course, now I'm flaunting this. I earned this one because that says alumni. So I that's one of those that I actually got this one from the OSU bookstore. However, he's got the OSU stuff and lots of OU fans, OSU fans. And I appreciate what you said too, by the way, Daryl. It's not just Dallas Cowboys. Lots of folks like the Cowboys around here. I'm one of them. But there are lots of other, teams that are out there. And my goodness, we could get into a discussion about when's the last time the Cowboys won a playoff game. But we won't go into that right now. Okay, so you're celebrating a year right now. And this is a 1-year anniversary and opening. You've got stuff going on this week, specifically Saturday, right?
Yeah, so we picked Saturday. Our true year was on May 30th. But we picked this Saturday, one, because our son's gone to church camp this week, so he wanted to be a part of it. So this Saturday, June the 5th, we're going to have our 1-year celebration. Because the community has been so welcoming and I truly we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our customers. We want to give back as much as we can. So we've got a lot of activities. I had my cousin, Harkey Woodworking. Anybody needs any woodworking done, Harkey, made me some custom cornhole boards. So we're going to set those up. We're going to have a cornhole kind of shootout between me and the customers. If a customer beats me, they're going to get 15% off their entire purchase that day. We're going to have some putt-putt golf. We got a prize wheel. We got scratch offs we're going to give to the first 20 customers for a chance to win gift cards and other prizes. I'm probably missing something. Oh, trivia.
I was going to say, I heard about trivia.
So I'm going to have some trivia questions kind of posted throughout the store. The cool thing is if you pay really close attention, the answer might actually be close to where that trivia question is at. So we're going to kind of do that all day long. Top scorer is going to get a $25 gift card. And then there's just tons of sales. We're going to have a sidewalk sale. I just checked the weather. It looks like about 50% chance of rain. So we may be an inside sidewalk sale. So we're set up where we can do everything inside if we have to. But we want to give everybody as much opportunity to get their fan gear and kind of help us celebrate what they've done for us.
Well, it is a community, and I appreciate you saying that too, because it does take a good community to be able to start a store in the middle of a pandemic. But you know what? It's worked, and I think more and more people. I'm excited. More and more people know what you have to offer, what your store has to offer, and I think it's really cool. I did want to mention. Oh, by the way, hi Linda. Thank you for watching tonight. Appreciate you saying something. I wanted to say just even what you had said there too. I've lived in Southern Oklahoma for long enough to know that I don't ever complain about it not being really hot and the sun bearing down on us. Now, I will say I probably need to mow again at some point in time. So it's going to have to stop raining and dry out a little bit so I can mow. But you're prepared for the rain then? I mean, you can do the things inside. You can do them outside. You're good to go on Saturday, and everyone should come out and have a good time.
Absolutely. And we're going to run it from the time we open at 10 to the time we close at 6. So it's going to be an all-day thing. But if you want to get there early to get the chance to win the gift card on the scratch-offs, like I said, the first 20 on that, but we're going to do it all day long.
Let me ask one other thing, too. By the way, we're speaking with Daryl Holaday from Pro Image. The exact physical location, give us a number so people can type it in on their phones and find you for sure.
Yep. So it's 1205 North Washington. And we're essentially right behind the C-store that sits right there on the corner of Washington and University.
Okay. A big landmark might be Pruitt's, just a little bit to the south of Pruitt's there. So that's a good place. I want to say this too. Not only have I enjoyed getting to know Daryl because he's a good guy, and I appreciate you. Every time I come in there, it's always a good conversation, and I appreciate that. But he was talking about having these major teams and saying, okay, well, here are your 32 NFL teams, and here are your 30, Major League Baseball teams, and so on and so forth, and the local teams. He's gotten me stuff specifically that nobody else around here would even know. I think a couple of them you weren't even sure about. Some of these college teams, that I'm looking for, but you've gotten me the pennants and the swag that I want, and just looked it up and helped me find it. And I think that's something else that we need to say about your store. I mean, you can find things too.
We can. I think I did the numbers the other day. Right now, I'm buying from 30 plus vendors, from Nike, Fanatics, Top of the World, Mitchell and Ness, and of course our premier provider of hats is New Era, and just all of our novelty. So there's somebody out there that's going to have it. In the rare case that there's something that I can't get, because right now, honestly, production on a lot of things because of COVID is taking a hit. Shipping on a lot of things is taking a hit because the companies may be able to produce it, but they can't get the materials to produce it. So if there's something and I had a customer one day where it's something I could not get, but I found a way for him to get it, and he was able to do that. So just because I don't have it in the store doesn't mean I'm just going to give up on it. I'm going to make sure a fan can find something for their team.
Well, I really like the selection you have in the store, and it's like Mrs. Patriot said when we were in most recently. She said, "Man, I could never do this. Everything in there, half the stuff would wind up in my closet. I don't know how you do this and have all the stuff. You have a great selection." Can I even dovetail off one thing? You were saying you guys carry New Era. I mean, that's official MLB stuff,
right?
It's quality.
Yeah, they're your official for Major League Baseball. They're official for the NFL. They also do tons of baseball. They do some collegiate, but really Top of the World is our collegiate hat provider. And then we've actually had them they're the ones that made our special Durant Lions hats for us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just really cool. And I know there's vendors I haven't even tapped into yet, and product we're going to bring in, year after year. That's just going to, it's exciting. We got Pete Rose jerseys today.
Oh my goodness.
Tommy Lasorda and Mike Piazza. And so it's really cool because, that's the guys I grew up watching. So
now wait a minute. You grew up watching Pete Rose?
Well, some of the after stuff.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can see you more as a Piazza guy than I think I grew up watching Pete Rose. I think I'm a little, I don't know.
We're really close.
Okay. That's all right. Well, oh man. Well, I do. I have my eye on a Lions shirt that I'll have, and I will flaunt it on the broadcast sometime very soon, because I'm going to get one of those Lions shirts too. You've got some good stuff there, Daryl. On Saturday, times and place one last time as we wrap up our time together.
1205 North Washington and Durant, right behind the C-store and down from Pruitt's, just to the left of Plump. And we're going to be there all day, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
All right. Celebrating a 1-year anniversary here in Bryan County, Pro Image in Durant. And this is, can I even say this? This is kind of even an experimental type store, because you guys are not, you're not in an indoor mall. You weren't in one of those things taking a chance. I got to tell you, you guys have put together a good product and a great facility. And I think you're a shining example for anything else that Pro Image wants to do. They can look at what you guys have done and say, hey, they're doing it right. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Daryl, and to your whole family. Thanks for stopping by tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Daryl Holaday from Pro Image, and we appreciate him being on the show tonight. So we're going to start wrapping this one up, as I talked to Katie a little earlier and said, hey, listen, you're going to need to get some sleep because it's going to be a long week. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of sleep tonight too. I don't know if there's something since school's been out. Maybe I need to sleep a little better. I'm not sure. Maybe I feel like I don't know if I'm either not wound up as tightly as I need to be, or more wound up as tightly than whatever. I'll try to get some sleep tonight, because we have 4 more big days of the BCP summer kickoff, and we're going to be broadcasting on location in different places in Bryan County. We're going to get to visit with a lot of folks here in the county, and so I just want to say, please tune in when you get the notifications on Facebook that BCP is going to be, we're live. Bryan County Patriot is live from wherever. Well, hey, listen, please tune us in and check it out, because there are going to be lots of small videos. We're going to have a few longer videos, but we're going to have many 5 to 10 to 15-minute videos throughout the day for the next 4 days. We are going to stop by Pro Image as well too and get some video up there. So that's on the docket. Let me show you this one more time. Even though Katie's not here, hey Katie, there's your countdown. 1 day and 18 and a half hours roughly until the vendor booths open at the Choctaw Event Center. I want to say thanks to a few of our sponsors really quickly. I do want to say thanks to Blackburn Plumbing and Air, to Cherokee Communications, as well as the Durant Riding Club. And the Riding Club Pro Rodeo is June 4th and 5th. I think they're going to have some slack on Thursday. I don't know for sure. Anyway, you need to go out on the 4th and 5th for sure. Green Spray, Texoma Engraving, Why We Care, Omnicare 365, S&L Collision Center, Stuteville Chevrolet, Workout Anytime, Pro Image, Alliance Health Durant, Remax, the Land Division. We need to speak with Rod Canterbury sometime soon. Rod, if you're listening, man, we got to have a conversation on here and talk about what you're doing now here in Bryan County. Corner Drug, the Country Framer, Gordon Funeral Home, Heartbeat Realty, KFC, Shamrock Bank, Taco Mayo, and the Waffle Shop. Thanks to those and all of our sponsors for the Bryan County Patriot. I want to say thanks to you for watching tonight, or if you're watching this on the replay another day, thank you very much for sticking around through to the end and getting to hear from our great guest tonight, from Katie Quinn, who's with the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce, and from Daryl Holaday, who is with Pro Image. I want to remind you of 3 very important things as we wrap up our time together. Thanks to Jennifer and Linda for commenting, saying hi tonight. Number 1, be wise. Be wise. And if you don't feel like you have enough wisdom, God said ask, and he would give you wisdom. So be wise. Number 2, walk in love. It doesn't hurt you to walk in love. Okay. Sometimes maybe it does. Sometimes it's a little bit harder than others. I always say it doesn't hurt to walk in love. Sometimes it's a challenge to really overcome different things that you may be dealing with and still walk in love. You don't know what's going on in anybody else's life but yours. You never know the struggles that somebody else may be dealing with sitting next to you in that restaurant, walking in the aisle next to you with the basket in whatever grocery store or Walmart or wherever you may happen to be. You don't know who is going to be standing next to you in Magnolia Festival and the stories and the challenges that person or those people are dealing with. So I encourage you, walk in love. And number 3, do not live in fear. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. I know. The national media is doing everything it can to promote fear, to try to get us to be afraid of this or afraid of that or afraid of these people or afraid of those people. Don't do it. Don't be afraid. Don't live in fear. Be wise. Walk in love. Don't live in fear. Hi, Linda Dunham. Thank you for joining tonight. Hi, Lahoma. Thank you also for joining tonight as we're wrapping things up. So tomorrow I do not have a solid set time. We're going to be on at least once in the afternoon from the Magnolia Festival, and then throughout the day on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Just keep your phone or your computer nearby and look for the Bryan County Patriot to be going live. Thank you again to everybody for watching tonight. God bless you all. Have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow as we continue with the BCP Summer Kickoff.